So, you managed to get here at last, Beverly.
Good morning, Sean.
Late as usual, of course. Our appointment was for 11:30, and that's practically midday.
I'm sorry. Have you been waiting long?
No, I've just arrived myself, as you saw.
In that case, I don't feel so bad. If you've only just
No, it's different with me. I don't like waiting. I have no time to waste, and as you're never on time, I come late on purpose at a time when I presume you'll be there.
You're right. Quite right. But
No, don't try to pretend you're ever on time.
I wouldn't say that.
There you are, you see.
What are you going to be drinking?
You mean to say you've got a thirst even at this time of the morning?
It's so hot and dry.
The more you drink, the thirstier you can get. Popular science tells us.
You'd be less thirsty, it'd be less dry. If popular science, we've got some clouds in the sky.
Well, that wouldn't help you any better. You're not thirsty for water.
I don't understand what you mean.
You know perfectly well what I mean. I'm talking about your parched throat. Now that's a territory that I can't get into.
Compare my throat to a piece of land.
You're not bad, eh?
Wait.
You're not blind. You're dropping the fatigue. You've gone without your sleep again. You yawn all the time. You're dead tired.
My head is a bit
Read
thin.
about it.
It's true, I have done a bit of a lot of packing.
Well, it's the same every Sunday morning. Not to mention the other days.
Not quite as much, because of the office.
And what's happened here now, Ty? Us during your orgy, I suppose.
Right, what else have I done?
Here, put this one on.
Thank you.
And your hair, it's all over the place. Here's a comb.
Thank you.
And you haven't even shaved. Just look at yourself.
My tongue's all coated.
Well, I'm not surprised. Your head's just cirrhosis.
Do you think so?
Look at your shirt. It's all crumpled. Your clothes are downright filthy. And your shoes haven't even been patched. And look at your shoulders.
What's the matter with my shoulders?
Turn around. Come on, turn around. You've been besting against some wall. I don't have a brush. That would make my pocket full. Where did you get them?
I don't remember.
I'm ashamed to be your friend.
You know, you're very hard on me.
Well, I have every reason to be.
Listen, John, there's so few distractions in this town. I'm so bored. I work 8 hours a day with only 3 weeks vacation a year. So, you can understand. Saturday night comes around. Just to relax.
My dear man, everybody has to work. I spend 8 hours a day in the office, and even so, you don't see me. Willpower, my good man. Willpower.
But everyone hasn't got as much willpower as you. Just can't get used to it. Get used to life.
Well, everybody has to get used to it. Or do you consider yourself some superior being?
No, I don't pretend to be.
I'm just good as you. I'm just as good as you. If I may say so, I'm better. Because a superior man is a man who fulfills his duty.
What duty?
His duty as an employee.
Oh, yes, his duty as an employee.
So where did your debauch take place last night, if you can remember?
Celebrating our
I
friend
cannot handle you anymore!
Our friend of Goose. Nobody invited me to our friend of Goose party.
I couldn't refuse. It wouldn't have been nice.
Well, did I go there?
That's probably because you weren't invited.
Good morning, gentlemen. Okay, something to drink.
True, I was not invited in any case. Even if I had been invited, I wouldn't have gone. I mean, I wouldn't have gone because... What's going on? Whatever is that?
Whatever is it?
Oh, rhinoceros!
Oh, a rhinoceros. Oh, a rhinoceros! Come quick and look, it's a rhinoceros.
It's rushing straight ahead, rushing against the shop window.
Well,
A rhinoceros!
oh, what's up with that stick?
Look where you're going, Captain!
What is going on?
A rhinoceros.
Oh, you're seeing me. Oh, my God.
Ow, feet!
Yeah, they frightened my poor kitty.
Well, of all things.
Well, of all things!
Full of all things.
Well, of all things, did you see that?
Full of all things.
Certainly look like a rhinoceros. I mean, it ain't plenty of dust.
Full of all things. It gave me such a scare.
Oh, you're laughing at all your things.
Really, these days, you never know.
Fancy that.
May I help you pick up your kids?
Thank you. How very kind of you. Do put on your hat, dear. Oh, it gave me such a scare.
Here is an orangutan.
It's already out of sight.
My friend's a logician.
What'd you think of that?
Those animals certainly can't travel. Very happy to meet you here. That'll teach her to buy her things from somebody else.
got some good leeks as well. And it comes 100 francs a liter, too.
There you go. You're so kind. It's such a pleasure to come across the old French courtesy. Not like those young people today.
You should really buy from us. We wouldn't have to risk running across the street.
The rhinoceros is unthinkable. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for holding my cat. Too kind, Anne.
You're incorrigible.
May I accompany you party today?
I ordered mineral water. She must have made a mistake.
No thanks, darling. My husband's waiting for me. Perhaps some other time?
I sincerely hope so, madame.
And so do I.
The dust settled.
Delightful creature.
I just can't get over it. Rhinoceros.
Charming, isn't she?
I'm going to explain to you what a syllogism is.
Ha! A syllogism.
A syllogism consists of a main proposition, a secondary one, and a conclusion.
What conclusion? A rhinoceros, I just can't get over it.
I can see you can't get over it. Well, it was a rhinoceros, all right? It's miles away by now.
You must admit it's fantastic. A rhinoceros loose in the town, you don't even bat an eyelid. Shouldn't be allowed.
You're right. It shouldn't be allowed, but don't worry. It won't get us over here.
You ought to perhaps protest at the town council. What's it there for?
Excuse me.
Maybe it came from the zoo,
You're David.
but I'm wide awake.
Awake or asleep, it's the same thing.
There is some difference.
That's not the point.
You just said dreaming awake and dreaming asleep were the same
You
thing.
didn't understand it. Dreaming awake and dreaming asleep. No different.
I do dream.
Well, you were certainly dreaming when you said that the rhinoceros escaped from a zoo.
I only said perhaps.
Because there hasn't been a zoo in this town for ages, since all the animals died in the plague ages ago.
Perhaps it came from a circus.
And what circus?
I don't know. Some traveling circus.
You know perfectly well that the district banned traveling performers from this district ages ago. There haven't been any since we were children.
Well, perhaps it's been hiding under a stone or resting under some withered branch.
Branch? If you think you're being witty, you're very much mistaken. You're just being bored with your stupid paradoxes. You're incapable of talking seriously.
Today, yes, but only because of
Today's the same as any other day.
not quite as much.
Your witticisms are not very much
I
inspiring.
wasn't trying to be.
I can't bear people to try to make fun of me.
But my dear John, I would never allow myself.
You just were allowing yourself.
I would never think of it.
You just did make fun of me.
How could you possibly think?
I think what is true.
You really can be obstinate sometimes.
Now you're calling me a mule into the bargain? Even you must feel insulted.
Listen, John, I hadn't realized that it is dangerous to have a rhinoceros roaming about the town, all right?
It shouldn't be allowed.
You're right, it shouldn't be allowed, but, I mean, it's no reason for you to go on at me because some wretched persidactyl happens to pass by. I mean, a stupid quadruped, it's already out of the picture, it doesn't exist any longer. I mean, there's so many things to talk about. To you.
Oh, put that glass down. You're not to drink it.
It's the...
Behavior's unforgivable. Absolutely unforgivable. What are you afraid of that young girl? She doesn't look like an unpleasant person. You've lost control of your movements. See what comes of drinking? You're besotting your bad guy. You're taking your own grave on your friend. You're destroying yourself.
It's not that I like the taste of alcohol, but like I'm drinking, too done for. It's like I'm frightened. So I drink. So I'm not frightened anymore.
Frightened of what?
I don't know. It's anguish. It's hard to describe. I mean, when I drink, it calms me down and I can relax and forget about my problems.
You're trying to escape from yourself.
I'm tired. I've been tired for so many years.
That's alcoholic Norse thing, you drinkers do.
I'm conscious of my body at all times. It's almost as if I were made of lead.
It's being fanciful. I weigh more than you, and even so, you don't. I feel light as a feather. Light as a feather.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No harm done.
No harm.
Certainly not strong.
Oh, yes, I am strong. I'm strong for several reasons. First, I'm strong because I'm naturally strong. I'm also strong because I have moral strength. And I'm strong because I'm not riddled with alcohol like you. I don't wish to offend you, my dear Beranger, but I feel I must tell you it's alcohol which weighs so heavily.
An example of a syllogism. All cats have 4 paws. Cat Isidore has 4 paws.
What oppresses you, solitude or the company of others? Consider yourself a thinker, and yet you're devoid of logic.
Logic is a very beautiful thing, as long as it's not used.
Life is a normal business.
On the contrary, it couldn't be more natural. And the proof is people go on living.
There are more dead people than living. Their numbers are increasing. The living are getting rarer.
The dead don't exist. There's no getting away from that. And you say you're oppressed by them too? How could you be oppressed by something that doesn't exist?
I sometimes wonder if I exist myself.
You don't exist, my dear Berger, because you don't think. Start thinking, then you will.
Another syllogism. All cats die. Socrates is dead. Therefore, Socrates is a cat. And he has 4 paws, that's true. I have a cat named Socrates. There you go.
You're just fooling yourself. You say that life doesn't interest you, and there's someone who does. Who? That young girl from the office. You seem very fond of her.
So Socrates was a cat, was he? Logic is just revealed that fact.
And yet you didn't want her to see you in your present state. That proves you're not indifferent to everything. And how do you expect Daisy to be attracted to some drunk?
Let's get back to our cat. I'm all ears.
In any case, she's already got her eyes on someone.
Who?
A guard, an office colleague. He's qualified in the law. He's got a big future in the firm. Handed Daisy's affections. Can't compete.
The cat Isidore has 4 paws. How do you know? It's David's hypothesis.
I mean, the chief thinks highly of him. And I've got no qualifications. I don't have a future. I mean, why would I stand a chance?
You're right, the hypothesis.
So you're giving up just like that?
What am I supposed to do?
The cat Frigo also has 4 paws. So how many paws have Frigo and Isidore? Separately or together?
Life's a struggle. It's cowardly not to put up a fight.
Separately or together, no.
What would you like me to do? What am I supposed to put up a fight?
Find yourself some weapons.
8. 8 paws. Blood, embalmment, arithmetic. It certainly has.
Where am I supposed to find these weapons?
There are no limits to life.
Within yourself, through your own will.
What weapons?
I'm going to show you.
The weapons of culture and patience. The weapons of the mind. Turn yourself into a keen and brilliant intellect. Get yourself up to the mark.
Well, how do I get myself up to the mark?
If I take 2 paws from these cats, how many does each have left? That's not so easy.
It's not so easy.
It's simple. It may be simple for you,
It
but
might be
it's
simple
not for me.
but It's not for me.
Come on, exercise your mind. Concentrate.
Come on, exercise your
I
will.
really don't
You don't
see
see
how. Do you have to be told everything?
You have to be told everything.
Take a sheet of paper and calculate. If I take 2 paws from the 2 cats, how many does each have left? Just a moment.
This is what you must do. Dress yourself properly, shave every day, wear a clean shirt.
Laundry's so expensive.
Well, then cut down on your drinking. This is how you must come out. Well-cut coat, tie like this, shoes well polished.
There are many possible solutions. Huh? Tell me.
Then what do I do? Tell me. I'm listening.
You're a timid creature, but not without talent.
I've got talent, maybe.
Yes, you do, so use it. Put yourself in the picture. Keep abreast of the literary and cultural events of our time.
One possibility is we could have 1 cat with 4 paws and the other with 2. You're not without talent. You just needed to exercise.
And use what free time you do have.
I was an official, you know. I never really had the time. One can always find time to learn.
I mean, one can always find time.
No, it's too late now.
It's a bit late in the day for me.
It's never too late. Look, instead of drinking and feeling sick, isn't it better to feel fresh and eager? And at the office, too. You could use your free time constructively.
How do you mean?
Well, by reading literary periodicals, going to museums, going to lectures. That'll develop your mind and solve your problems. In 4 weeks, you'll be a cultured man.
I think you're right.
Another possibility is we could have 1 cat with 5 paws
There you are, you see?
and another with 1. But would it still be a cat then?
Why not?
Instead of squandering all your money on drink, you could buy a ticket to an interesting play. Do you know anything about the avant-garde theater everyone's talking about? Have you seen any of UNESCO's plays?
No, unfortunately, no. I've only heard people talk about it.
By taking 2 of the 8 paws away from the 2 cats,
Well, there's one playing now. Take advantage.
we could have 1 cat with 6 paws
It would be an excellent initiation into the artistic time of our life.
and 1 cat with no paws at all. In that case, 1 cat would be especially privileged.
You know what? You're right. Perfectly right.
And we would have 1 underprivileged cat deprived of all paws.
I'm gonna put myself in the picture, just like you said. That would be unjust.
Therefore not logical.
I will. I promise you.
You promise yourself, that's the main.
Not logical.
I have to meet some friends this evening, well, for a drink.
For a drink? What's more, by taking a cap with no pause at all,
Well, I promised you that.
wouldn't be able to run
I
fast
always
enough
keep
to
my
catch
word.
mice.
It's you that's setting me the bad example. Now, I mean, look, you're going out drinking.
You're all breaking it.
But it's different with me. It's not a habit with me. I mean, with you, it's not the same thing at all.
Why isn't it the same thing?
So I'm no drunkard, not me.
No pause. Catch mice. That's in its nature.
Then why does it make... I wasn't calling you a drunkard, but why does it make me want any more than you?
This is moderation in everything.
What's in a cat's
And I'm a
nature?
moderate person, not like you.
What did you say?
Speak up, John.
I said
What are you saying about me?
I said
What?
oh, rhinoceros!
The rhinoceros in the opposite direction.
Okay, what is it? Oh, a rhinoceros.
What's going on?
A rhinoceros.
Oh, rhinoceros!
A rhinoceros? That's no reason to break the glasses.
It's rushing straight ahead. Rushing against the shop window.
A rhinoceros!
Daisy!
Well, of all things.
You'll be charged up for those.
things.
Well, of all things.
Well, the ball. Take off.
What on earth happened?
Poor thing. Don't just stand there clearing up the mess.
What do you think of that?
You know, you mustn't cry like that. It's too heartbreaking.
Are you there, Mr. Barricade? Did you see him?
Good morning, Miss Daisy. Oh, you must forgive me. I haven't had a chance to shave. Poor little thing.
That's going too far.
That's going too far.
What did you expect, dear lady? Cats are only mortal. What do you expect, madam? All cats are mortal. One must accept that.
Almost the best thing. 1,000 francs.
All you think of is money. Don't upset yourself.
Don't upset yourself, dear lady.
It's very upsetting if you like that. Yes, it's very upsetting if you like that kind of dress.
Well, what do you think of that?
No!
Can you get a glass of water for the lady?
Sit down, dear lady.
Poor woman.
Poor cat.
Better get her a brandy.
Brandy, this gentleman's paying.
One brandy, right away. No, I don't want any. I don't want any.
It did go by my shop a little while ago.
Oh, no, it wasn't the same one.
Oh, well, you know,
It could have. It was the same one. Did it go past twice?
I think it was the same one.
No, it wasn't the same one. The one that went by first had two horns. It was an African rhinoceros. The one that just went by had one horn. It was an Asiatic rhinoceros. Well, here's a drop of brandy to put it together.
No, I don't want it.
Wait a minute, you're talking nonsense. How could you possibly tell about the horns? I mean, the animal flashed past at such a speed we hardly even saw it.
Go on. It'll do.
Very true, it did go
Just
fast.
have a taste, it's good.
You had no time to count the holes.
Make her drink it.
Just a sip, dear lady.
What's more, he
Be
was
brave.
traveling in a cloud of dust.
Come on, drink it up.
Just a sip.
There you see. There you
I don't have
see.
to grope my way through a fog. My mind is clear. I can calculate quickly.
Better now?
It had its head thrust down.
Now, wasn't that good? Precisely. One can see all the better.
Oh my God.
You're talking nonsense.
Nonsense? You dare to accuse me of talking nonsense?
Yes, absolute blithering nonsense.
You have to accept these.
I've never talked nonsense in my life.
Try and be philosophical
You're just
about it.
pretend to show off a pennant. Now, gentlemen, what's more I'm going to do without searching the facts? I mean, in the first place, it's an Asiatic rhinoceros with one horn and an African with two.
Wrong. It's the other way around.
He was so sweet.
I mean, oh, Sean, I think you're wrong. Oh, you're ridiculous. No time to count the horns.
I think they're gonna make a bet.
Oh, that.
I'm not betting with you, Asiatic rhinoceros.
I think they're gonna have a fight.
I haven't got any horns and I never will have. Now, gentlemen, we don't want any scenes here.
All right. You're a tradesman. Which one has two horns? You should know.
Yes, you should.
Oh, yes,
Trees
you
are not
have.
expected to know everything about it. I'm not Asiatic either, but even if I was, Asiatics are people just like the rest of us.
Yes, Asiatics are people the same as we are.
That is true.
No one's asking your opinion.
She's right. They're people just the same as we are. He was gentle, just like one of us.
Goodbye, gentlemen. You I will not deign to include.
He was devoted to us. Now hold on a minute, Mr. Berger, and you too, Mr.
I
Shaw.
once had some friends who were Asiatics, but perhaps they weren't true.
Well, I've known some real ones.
Yes, I think he had a friend once.
Whatever they are,
But he was
you're an
such a
idiot.
little
Well,
kid.
this is getting quite serious.
That's how you feel it's the last time you'll see me. I'm not wasting my time with a fool like you.
He always made himself understood. You shouldn't have made him so
You know,
upset.
It
there are
wasn't
white
my
Asiatics
fault.
as well, and black and blue, and even some like us.
You drunkard! I'm not gonna stand for that!
Come
He
get a coffee.
always made himself understood. You were both wrong.
I think you were right. It was the African with 2 and the Asiatic.
Well, if you really don't mind me saying so, I think Mr. Jean was right.
Come on, we're gonna go put him in the
Even
massage.
so, you were right.
No, never. No, you must be reasonable.
Would you like me to come with you?
Don't you bother.
So, is the African rhinoceros with 1 horn and the Asiatic with 2? Or is it vice versa?
You always have to be so different from everybody else.
Daisy was right. You know, I never should have quarreled with Jean.
I think your husband's right. I think it's the Asiatic rhinoceros with 1 horn and the African with 2, and vice versa.
You can't stand being contradicted. I mean, the slightest argument makes him
I
feel.
really think you're mistaken.
I'm very sorry, I'm sure.
Deep down, he's got a heart of gold. He's done me many a good turn.
Now, if the one has 2 horns, does the second one have 1?
No, it's the other with 2 and the one with 1.
I'm sorry I wasn't more accommodating, but why does he have to always be so insistent and obstinate? Oh, he always has to dazzle people with his knowledge. Always has to be right.
Have you any proof?
Proof of what?
Of the statement you just made, which started the unfortunate row with your friend.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know that one of the 2 rhinoceroses has 2 horns and the other 1?
Yeah.
And which is which?
He doesn't know any more than we do.
Well, we don't even know if there was 2 rhinoceroses. I believe that there was 1 myself.
Well, let's say there were 2. Does the single horn come from Asia?
No, it's the African one with 2 horns, I think.
Yeah. Well, which is 2 horns?
It's got to be cleared up.
It's obviously not the one from Africa.
Excuse me, gentlemen, for interrupting, but that is not the question. Let me make myself clear.
Is he a logician?
He's a logician.
He must.
My friend. The logician.
Now, would you mind telling us, sir, if the African rhinoceros is single horned,
Or bicone.
And is the Asian rhinoceros single?
or unicorn?
Exactly, that is not the question. Let me make myself clear. You see, you have got away from the problem with what first instigated the debate. In the first place, you're trying to decide whether the rhinoceros that passed by just now was the same one as earlier or a different one. That is the question to decide.
Well, I think what we really are trying to
Kindly allow
do.
me to
Speak.
Let him speak.
Give him a chance to speak.
Oh, we're all listening, sir.
Thus, it is possible that on its 2 occasions, you may have seen a single rhinoceros with a single horn.
A single rhinoceros.
Or you may have seen, on 2 occasions, a single rhinoceros with 2 horns.
A single rhinoceros with 2 horns on 2
Or,
occasions.
again, you may have seen on 1 occasion, a rhinoceros with 1 horn, followed by another with 1 horn.
One with 1 horn and 1 with
And then you may have seen, on the first occasion, one with 2 horns, followed by a second with 2 horns.
Wow.
Now, if you had seen, if on the first occasion, you had seen a rhinoceros with 2 horns,
with 2 horns.
and on the second occasion, a rhinoceros with 1 horn, that wouldn't be conclusive either.
Even that wouldn't be conclusive.
Well, why not?
I don't get it at all.
Oh, shoot.
Or it is possible that since its first appearance, a rhinoceros may have lost a horn, and that both the first and second transit were still made by a single beast.
I see, but
Don't interrupt.
It is also possible that 2 rhinoceroses, both formerly with 2 horns, both lost a horn.
It's possible.
yes, I guess that's possible.
If we could conclude that on the first occasion,
question.
Obviously, sir, but now the problem is correctly posed.
It's quite logical. Really quite logical. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Well, you know, it may be logical, but are we gonna stand? Well, it may be logical. Are we gonna stand for our cats being trampled down by rhinoceroses, like on 2 occasions?
Yes, I think he's absolutely right. We're not going to stand for our cats being run down in the middle of the street by rhinoceroses or anything else for that matter.
Yes, we're not gonna
Are
stand
you
for
coming
it.
in? The customers will be here any minute.
No, we're not gonna stand for it.
I shouldn't have quarreled with Jean. Get me a brandy, a double. Coming up. I shouldn't have quarreled with Jean. I mean, after all, he's my friend. I feel so upset to go to the museum today. I'll have to cultivate my mind some other time. Good. Scene change, go! Scene change!
It's all made up nonsense.
But I told you I saw it. I saw the rhinoceros.
It's in the paper, black and white. You can't deny that. Chief, yeah. Read it for yourself. It's in the paper. It's in the dead cats column.
Okay. Yesterday, just before lunchtime in the church square of our town, a cat was trampled to death by a pack.
It wasn't exactly in the church square.
Well, that's all it is.
Well, that's clear enough.
I never believe journalists. They're all liars. I don't need them to tell me what to think. I believe what I see with my own eyes. Speaking as a former teacher, I like things to be precise, scientifically valid. I've got a methodical mind.
What's a methodical mind got to do with it?
I think it's stated very
everyone knows what a cat is.
Does it concern a male cat or a female? What breed is it? In what color? The color bar is something I feel strongly about. I hate it!
Oh, what does the color bar have to do with it, Mr. Botard? I think it's quite beside the point.
Please forgive me, Mr. Papillon, but the color problem bar is one of the greatest stumbling blocks of our time.
We all know that, but it doesn't enter.
It's not an issue to be dismissed lightly, Mr. Garrett. The course of history has shown that racial...
It doesn't enter into it.
I'm not so
Oh,
sure.
the color bar is not the issue at stake.
One should never miss an occasion to denounce it.
Oh.
We told you that none of us is in favor of the color bar. It's merely a question of a cat being run over by a pachyderm. And in this case, a rhinoceros.
I'm an old hunter myself. Southerners have got too much imagination. Perhaps it's merely a flea run over by a mouse. People make mountains out of molehills.
Let us just try to get things clear. You yourself can with your own eyes see a rhinoceros rolling through the streets of the town.
It didn't stroll, it ran.
Oh,
It's always, they were just making it up. You put too much trust in these journalists to help them and write their wretched newspapers and please the bosses they serve. And you mean to tell me, you, a qualified man of law, they've taken you in. Forgive me for laughing. Ha ha ha!
Do I have to tell you again that I saw the rhinoceros and others did too?
Get away with you. I thought you were a sensible girl.
Mr. Bowtie, I can see straight and I wasn't the only one watching. There were others there too. Don't you understand?
You idlers with nothing to do. Work shine low for us.
it happened on Sunday.
I work on Sundays as well. I have no time for a priest who do the utmost to get me to go to church, simply from preventing me from working and earning my bread by the sweat of my brow.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, the fact that I despise religion doesn't mean I don't esteem it highly. In any case, do you know what a rhinoceros looks like?
It's a very big, ugly animal.
And you pride yourself on that precise thinking? My dear young
Oh,
lady,
Mr. Bowtie, there's no need to start a lecture. We're not in school.
that's a pity.
Oh. Well, it's gone 9, Miss Daisy. Go put the timesheets away. Better than the late.
I campaign against ignorance, wherever I find it. In a palace or a humble hut. Everywhere, even in printing offices.
Mr. Bowtie, I consider that you have gone too far.
Well, I think so too, sir.
Keep going. Are you suggesting, Mr. Dudek here, my colleague Angela, as a first-class employee, is ignorant?
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. But the teaching you get at the universities isn't up to what you get at the ordinary schools.
Oh. Anyways, Daisy, what about the timesheets?
There's no clear thinking at the university.
Come on now.
Good morning, Mr. Papillon.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Dudek, Mr. Bowtie.
Well, Baron Jake, you happen to see rhinoceros by any chance?
All you get at universities are fat intellectuals with no knowledge of life.
Rubbish! Oh, yes, I did see one.
So you see, I'm not bad after all.
Oh, Mr. Barangay says about his chivalry. He's a very chivalrous man, even if he doesn't look it.
What's chivalrous about saying you've seen a rhinoceros?
A lot. To boast of a fantastic statement by Miss Daisy. Everybody shivers Miss Daisy. It's very understandable.
Daisy, this is yours. Gentlemen, that will do. I think time's getting on. Miss Daisy, you did see it though, didn't we? Both did see the
Oh,
rhinoceros.
yes.
Oh, it's possible Mr. Barangay thought he saw a rhinoceros. Anything's possible with him. He's got such a clear imagination.
I wasn't the only one there. Well, I don't even know how many horns it had.
He doesn't even know how many he saw.
But my friend John was there with me.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
It was a unicorn rhinoceros, Mr. Bowtie.
Ugh, they're in league, the two of them, to have us on.
I think it had 2 horns from what I've heard.
That will do, gentlemen. Time is getting on. I don't have to say it to you again.
Mr. Barangay, did you see one rhinoceros or two?
Oh,
Well, it's hard to say.
You don't know? Miss Daisy here saw one unicorn rhinoceros. What about your rhinoceros? If you indeed saw one, did it have 1 horn or 2?
Exactly, that's the whole problem.
It's all very dubious. I don't mean to be offensive, but your rhinoceros has never been seen in this country.
There's a first time for everything, you know.
I repeat, it's never been seen, except in schoolbook illustrations. Your rhinoceros is the flower of some journalist's imagination.
The word flower put to a rhinoceros seems a bit out of place.
Very true. Your rhinoceros is a myth.
A myth.
That will do, gentlemen. You're not paid to
Like
waste your
flying
time.
saucers.
Well, nevertheless, a cat was trampled to death. You can't deny that. I was a witness to that. In front of witnesses.
Yes, and what a witness.
Gentlemen.
An example of collective psychosis, Mr. Dudar, just like religion, the opiate of the people.
You know what, Mr. Botan? I believe that flying saucers.
Oh my God!
That is enough! There's been enough gossip! Rhinoceroses or no rhinoceroses, flying saucers or no flying saucers. You're not paid to waste your time arguing about animals or flying things, real or imaginary.
Imaginary.
Very real.
That will do, gentlemen. Oh, I'm putting an end to this futile discussion. Not going to go on.
Very well, Mr. Conklin. You're the chief. Your wish is our hands.
Get on, gentlemen. I don't want to have to be forced to make a deduction on all of your salary. Mr. Dudar, have you finished writing your report for the alcohol repression law?
I'm just finishing it off, sir.
Then get it done. The printers are waiting for you. Ugh. Mr. Barrington, Mr. Bogart, have you finished correcting the proofs for the wine control regulations yet?
Not yet, but they're well on the way.
Then hurry up and get them done. We can't wait forever for you. Miss Daisy, my articles are typed up and in my office.
Yes, Mr. Papillon.
I will see you all shortly, gentlemen.
All right. Let's get down to business. The wine control propriety laws regarding to propriety 1P not 2. Wine control laws 1L 2 regarding to the eastern slopes of the Bordeaux region.
I haven't got that. You skipped a line.
All right. I'll start over. The wine control
Can you not
propriety.
read so loud? I can't concentrate with you screaming at the tops of your voices.
Yeah, it's all a hoax.
What is all a hoax?
You and your rhinoceros business. You have this propaganda to get these rumors started.
What propaganda?
There's no question about propaganda.
Do I have to tell you again that I saw the rhinoceros? I saw it with my own eyes, and I take my own mind.
Propaganda? Propaganda for what?
Oh, you know more than I do. Don't make it out you're so innocent.
Are you suggesting, Mr. Bowtie, that I'm in the pay of some underground organization?
I'm not standing for that. It's an insult.
Now, Mr.
I tell you, it's an insult.
Is Mr. Booth not in today?
No, he isn't. He must be absent.
Did he let anyone know he was ill and not coming in?
You didn't say anything to me.
Oh! If this goes on, I'm going to fire him. I haven't said anything up until now. It's not going to go on like this. Does anyone have a key to his drawer?
Here's Mrs. Booth.
Morning, Mrs. Booth. Morning, Mr. Papillon. Good morning, everyone.
Well, Mrs. Booth, where is your husband? Oh, Jesus.
Excuse him. He went away for the weekend. He has a touch of the flu.
Oh, so he has a touch of the flu, has he?
He said so in a telegram. He hopes
know.
There's something definitely down there. What is it?
It's something. It's obviously a rhinoceros. Oh, it's when you saw it, and you as well.
Definitely.
Now look, is it the Asiatic rhinoceros or the African with two horns? I don't know which is which.
Poor thing.
He demolished the staircase. You know what? It's a good thing, too. When you think of how long I've been asking the management to get rid of that worm piece of whatever. I said no a week ago, Chief. You know what? I could tell you that was going to happen. It was bound to happen, and I was right.
As always, Mr. Pavlov.
Now look, the Asiatic one or the African? It's right.
Poor thing. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I should have tried Pat is coming. Dang.
Well, in any case, it's out of our reach.
No, you're the well-informed one.
Me?
Yes. Now is the Asiatic one or the African?
What are you talking about, Baron J? I think you're a bit under the weather.
How can we possibly in a civilized country?
Anything's possible, Mr. Bowtie.
It's an infamous plot. It's all your fault.
My fault? Mine, rather. Rather than yours.
This is no time to quarrel.
You know, we're in a fine mess with no staircase. How the hell are we going to get down?
Maybe. You tell me, how are we going to get down?
Take you in my arms and we'll go down together.
You keep your horny hands off my face, you old packager! Oh my god.
I was just joking.
My god, it can't be true!
What is it?
What is this now?
It's my... Are you positive?
I recognize him. Oh, I recognize
You know what? This time, he is fired for good. Is he insured?
This is no time to collect insurance.
I know.
Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus! Calm yourself. Stand her. Do something.
This is
Whoa.
feeling better.
Don't upset yourself, Miss Booth.
It can all be set right, don't worry.
Well, legally, what can be done
I
now?
need a solicitor's advice.
It's sheer madness. What a society. You can count on one thing. I shall report this to my union. I never leave a calling in an hour of need. I won't be hushed up.
Poor darling. I can't leave him like that. He's calling me. He's calling me.
What?
Are you feeling better, Mrs. Booth?
She's picking up a bit.
You can count on the unions. Would you like to become a member?
Okay, forget it.
What about the work? What about the clothes we see?
Would you like me to call the fire brigade?
Oh, you put it wrong.
Yeah.
Looks as if it's the worst out of my hands.
I can't desert him. I can't desert him now.
Go watch you by the staircase.
What are you gonna do, Miss Booth?
Hello, Mrs.
No, whatever.
I
No.
can't leave this. I can't leave this.
Well, back.
It's no more than her duty. Oh, shut up.
Take him to the home! I'm coming, my darling, I'm coming!
What?
I'm here now, darling. I'm here now.
Jumped on his back in a saddle.
Home now, dear. Let's go home.
I must say, she is a good rider.
They're galloping off. They're moving fast. They're already out of sight. Mr. Pavlov, have you ever done any riding? You know, a bit a long time ago. Really. Oh, is she still on the phone?
Trying to stay on there.
Yes, I know.
I couldn't get in touch with the fire brigade.
Gee, what a-
I couldn't get in touch with the fire brigade.
Are there fires all over the place then?
No, there aren't any fires. They've been called out for other rhinoceros.
Other rhinoceros.
Other rhinoceroses.
Other rhinoceroses. This morning there were 7 down or 17. As many as 32 have been reported at all different
They always exaggerate.
What's gonna happen to the work?
Looks as if it's out of our hands.
Too
bad I have to make up for the lost time.
Mr. Bozart, do you still deny any rhinocerotic evidence?
What about the union? How should we take care of this business with Mr. Wu?
Oh, I don't know. We have to see what decision they reach the inquiry.
And no, Mr. Dudard, I don't deny the rhinocerotic evidence. I never have.
Well, that's not true.
I repeat, I never have. But in my mind, I cannot let a phenomenon exist. I must get to the bottom of this. If it means going into explanation, which I will
Then
soon.
explain it to us.
Yes, explain it, Mr. Bozart.
I will explain it.
Please, we're all listening.
I'll explain it one day, I hope.
Why not now?
We'll go into explanation later, in private. I know the whys and the wherefores of this whole business.
What? Why?
Wherefores? Yeah, I would give a lot to know these whys and wherefores.
I know the names of those responsible, the traitors. I'll unmask you all, you people, whatever you are.
You're evading the question.
Yes, let's have no evasion.
Yes.
Evading what? Me?
Just now you accused us all from suffering of hallucinations.
Yeah.
But now the hallucination had become a provocation.
Well, how do you consider this change came about?
Everybody knows about it. Even the man on the street knows about it. Only hypocrites pretend not to know.
There's the fireman.
Oh,
There are going to be some big changes made around here.
Up
The
here.
people that did this won't get away with it.
That doesn't mean anything, Mr.
Oh,
Bozart.
it does a lot. Too bad about the office, Mr. Madeline.
I don't know what the manager will say.
These are exceptional circumstances.
They'll keep on exploiting us until we drop, of course.
After you, Miss Steve. Oh, yes, of course, after you, Miss Steve.
Yeah, there we go.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I'll see you when.
Bye, Steve. Okay, goodbye. You can come type letters at my house if you want.
I don't think so.
Or not. Madam J, I remind you once again that we are not on a holiday, and I want you all back in this office as soon as possible. Just go on.
No, after you, Mr. Captain. That's not all.
You first, naturally.
Give me the letters on Miss Daisy's desk, please.
Oh, Madeline.
Goodbye, gentlemen. Careful of my paper. You guard, lock up the office.
Oh, no worries, Madeline. Everything's all set.
Gentlemen, I'm about to be sent. I'm going to take this up with the proper authorities. Because I know in my mind that I want to get to the bottom of this so-called mystery.
That was all perfectly clear to you.
Your irony doesn't affect me, Mr. Dudard. I'm at the proof positive of your treason. Good day, everyone. Good day!
Shall I meet you for a drink later? Oh, I'd like that very much, but I have to go visit my friend John. You know, I do want to apologize. We had an unfortunate call. That's perfectly understandable. No, after you, Shay. Oh, no, Mr. Dudard, I insist after you. No, after you. Mr. Dudard, they're waiting. After you. No, after you. After you have to go. No, after you. After you. No, after you. I insist after you. Mr. Dudard. Please, after you. After you. It's I insist. Naturally. After you. Oh, after you.
Stop, lights up. Everybody inside. 50 minutes, folks. Nicely done. What the hell happened to that scene?
Oh, that was hell.
Oh, God.
That was so.
I'm sorry. I missed one line and it screwed up the whole.
No, but that was.
Oh, I'm sorry about that too. I didn't mean to.
I know you did wrong.
I'll pay for the glass.
Time out.
I have no idea.
I have some notes for first act, all actors in front, please.
Oh my God.
Generally very good